Danielle Louise Spencer, June 24, 1965 to August 11, 2025, was a shining presence whose life's journey touched countless hearts. Best known for her unforgettable portrayal of Dee Thomas in the beloved ABC sitcom, What's Happening? From 1976 to 1979, she charmed audiences with her wit and vibrant spirit. She later reprised the role in the show's sequel, What's Happening Now?, before following her heart into a different kind of healing, becoming a veterinarian. Her path was not without trials, yet she walked it with resilience, kindness, and grace. At the time of her passing, Danielle had built a life of both creative and personal fulfillment with an estimated net worth of $1 million. Early years and first steps into the spotlight. Danielle was born on June 24, 1965, in Trenton, New Jersey, to writer Cheryl. Her parents separated when she was still very young, and she was lovingly raised by her mother and stepfather, Tim Pelt, whom she considered her true father. Growing up in the Bronx, Danielle showed an early interest in performance and began taking acting classes around the age of 8. Her big break came in 1976 when she was cast as the sharp-tongued yet endearing younger sister Dee Thomas in What's Happening?, a television series inspired by the film Cooley High. Originally intended as a summer mid-season replacement, the show's popularity quickly turned it into a full-season success, making Danielle a familiar face in households across America. Tragedy and courage in the face of loss. In September 1977, during the filming of the second season episode Trial and Error, Danielle's life took a heartbreaking turn. She and her stepfather Tim were involved in a devastating car accident. Tim, in an act of pure love, shielded Danielle during the crash, ultimately sacrificing his own life. Danielle was left in a coma for 3 weeks and spent 6 months undergoing physical therapy. Though she had no memory of the accident, the emotional and physical scars would shape the rest of her life. A new direction and academic pursuits. After What's Happening? Ended in 1979, Danielle and her mother spent time living in the Ivory Coast. Upon returning to the United States, she pursued higher education, attending the University of California, Davis, with the goal of becoming a veterinarian, a dream encouraged by her late stepfather. By 1985, the enduring popularity of What's Happening? Reruns inspired the creation of a sequel series, What's Happening Now? Danielle reprised her role as Dee while continuing her studies. During her sophomore year, she pledged Delta Sigma Theta sorority, forming lifelong bonds with her sisters in service and friendship. Following the cancellation of the sequel in 1988, Danielle committed fully to her veterinary studies, enrolling at Tuskegee University Veterinary School in Alabama. In 1996, she proudly graduated as a doctor of veterinary medicine, ready to devote her life to caring for animals. Balancing art and animal care. Even after transitioning to veterinary work, Danielle never fully left the world of entertainment. In 1997, she appeared as a veterinarian in the Academy Award-winning film As Good as It Gets, a role that playfully mirrored her real-life career. She also appeared in Peter Rabbit and the Crucifix, 2001. Her legacy as Dee Thomas remained strong, and in 2006, she reunited with the What's Happening? Cast at the TV Land Awards, where she shared the character most in need of a timeout award with Allison Arngrim from Little House on the Prairie. Danielle later shared her story in the heartfelt memoir Through the Fire, Journal of a Child Star, which rekindled public interest in her life and brought her to shows like The Wendy Williams Show, Life After, and Unsung Hollywood. Personal life and quiet strength. In 1999, Danielle married Gary Fields, who served as her publicist and manager. The marriage ended in 2013, and the following year, she married entrepreneur David L. David introduced to her by her longtime friend and co-star Ernest Lee Thomas. Life continued to test Danielle's resilience. In 2004, she began experiencing chronic pain and balance issues, later diagnosed as spinal stenosis, a lingering effect of her 1977 accident. Surgery to correct the problem left her partially paralyzed for 8 months, but with treatment at New Jersey's Kessler Institute for Rehabilitation, she regained her independence. Danielle credited the institute for giving her back not just her mobility, but her joy in living. Her veterinary career took her first to Santa Clarita, California, and later to Richmond, Virginia, in 2014, where she could be close to her family. There, she not only cared for pets, but also shared her knowledge through pet care segments on WTR-TV's morning newscasts. Danielle's empathy deepened through her own struggles. In a 2012 People interview, she explained how her battle with paralysis changed her approach to veterinary care. She shifted from simply treating symptoms to seeking out the underlying causes of her patients' pain. Honors, fashion, and new ventures. In 2014, Danielle received an extraordinary honor, induction into the permanent exhibition of the National Museum of African American History and Culture. She remains the only former child actor to hold this distinction. That same year, she explored her creative side in a new way by launching the Dani collection, a fashion line inspired by her personal style, elegant, confident, and timeless. Health battles and unyielding spirit. September 2014 brought another life-altering challenge. Danielle was diagnosed with breast cancer. Speaking openly during Breast Cancer Awareness Month, she admitted her shock at the diagnosis, given her already difficult health history. Yet, she faced it with the same determination that had carried her through past hardships, considering surgery as her primary treatment and drawing strength from her family's support. In 2018, she endured yet another health crisis, emergency surgery to address brain bleeding. Even then, she continued to radiate hope and perseverance. A final farewell. On August 11, 2025, Danielle Louise Spencer passed away from stomach cancer at Chippenham Hospital in Richmond, Virginia, at the age of 60. Her departure left an ache in the hearts of all who loved her, yet her life remains a shining example of courage, kindness, and unwavering dedication to both her craft and her calling. Danielle's journey was one of transformation. Child star, survivor, healer, advocate, and style icon. She faced profound personal loss and daunting health battles, yet she kept her warmth, humor, and generosity intact. Whether she was making audiences laugh as Dee Thomas, comforting a frightened pet in her veterinary clinic, or inspiring others with her story, Danielle lived with grace and purpose. Her memory will continue to live on, in the timeless charm of what's happening, in the grateful hearts of those whose animals she cared for, and in the countless lives she touched with her compassion. Rest in peace, Danielle. You may have left this world, but the light you shared will never fade. Thank you for watching and kindly subscribe, like, and share this video to family and friends.